this week's no. Today is daily boost, which is solar plexus chakra daily boost. I almost went into a whole different direction. I got my brain is 25 different places. Welcome. Hello. I'm Tara Priolo. I'm your resident white facing biracial, multi-passionate musician. I just want to check my audio right quick. Yeah, okay, great. All right. Excellentante. I'm Tara Priolo. I'm your resident white facing biracial, multi passionate musician, and I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. Today, as I already said, is Solar Plexus Chakra Day with Love and Action Network. Love and Action Network is an organization, a peer support organization where we encourage, equip, and empower you, the radical talents, time, and treasures of bold dreamers like yourselves. Our CEP is at Andre in the Flow. You can follow him on all platforms at that handle. And also, we have another practitioner at Poppywata33. And once again, you can follow him on all platforms at that handle. And I am Tara Priolo Studio on all the platforms that matter, honey. All right, so let's dig into it. I'm up against a time crunch, so we got to be quick today. I will be going live with Dr. Flo in about 10 minutes for Deconstruction Junction, which we're doing early this week due to the holiday and me having some folks in town with me. So here we go. This is a We the Urban Post. Love yourself enough to know when enough is enough. Love yourself enough to sit with the discomfort of growth because you know you deserve better. Love yourself enough to stop confusing attention with intention. Love yourself enough to appreciate how far you've come instead of obsessing over how far you have to go. Love yourself enough to stop confusing avoidance with boundaries. One is fear of confrontation. The other is an act of self-respect. Love yourself enough to cancel plans when your social battery is at 2% instead of faking the energy. Love yourself enough to choose healing over temporary comfort. Love yourself enough to respect the financial boundaries even when FOMO is hitting hard. Love yourself enough to take up space. You're worthy of being here, just as you are. Love yourself enough to stop keeping tabs on people you're trying to heal from. Love yourself enough to stop turning red flags into decoration. Ooh, ciao. Love yourself enough to stop recycling someone's potential into second chances. Love yourself enough to see that your needs matter, and it's okay to go where they'll be met with care and respect. Love yourself enough to affirm, everything that leaves is replaced by something better I never lack. That last sentence, that was like 2 separate sentences. I just failed at it. Don't mind me. Okay. Let's do the melody bitty. I got a whole bunch of stuff open because I had to call the power company this morning because anyway, we are in week 48. Holy crapola, and it is day 3. Week 48 is vulnerable honesty. I'm reading from 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact by Melody Beatty. Vulnerable honesty is a powerful thing. When we're vulnerable and honest, people respond well to it. Vulnerable dishonesty can be powerful too. It looks and feels like vulnerable honesty, but it's a manipulation device. We think someone's opening their heart to us, but they're not. It's an enchantment being used to manipulate us. The problem is, once we respond by opening our heart, it can be hard to tell whether we're being lied to or not. Sometimes, when we're going through an extended period of pain, such as battling depression or a chronic problem, we may get tired of sharing how we feel. We may think, why would anyone else want to hear who I really am? I don't even want to hear about myself. We may have been hurt by being vulnerable before. Then we made the decision, a choice. That doesn't make sense. Hang on. We may have been hurt by being vulnerable before. Then we made a decision, a choice. I'm never going to let anyone hurt me again. Not being vulnerable doesn't mean we won't get hurt. Whether we like it or not, taking the risk to love anyone puts us in a vulnerable place. Defensiveness protects us, but it also pushes people away. Vulnerability pulls people in. How about taking a risk and letting some of those tender feelings show? The challenge of the week. The hardest thing about vulnerable honesty for me is getting out of my head and into my heart. trusting myself, not other people, to say who I really am. Sometimes I'm so used to being strong that I don't even get to recognize vulnerable feelings. What's the hardest thing for you? Go ahead. Try practicing vulnerability. It grows on us after a while. What's the hardest thing for you? Go ahead. Try practicing vulnerability. It grows on us after a while. And welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If you are here with me, feel free to say hello. If you are on YouTube, I don't know who you are unless you say hello. And feel free to share this with your friends. We are in the last segment today. I'm going for the solar plexus chakra reflection questions. Reflecting on the solar plexus chakra, also known as the Manipura chakra, involves exploring aspects of personal power, self-esteem, and inner strength. Here are some questions to consider. Let's do decision making. Decision. Did y'all hear that? Decision making. Decision making and willpower. How decisive am I when making choices? Do I trust my intuition and instincts when making decisions? How strong is my willpower? Can I stick to my goals and commitments? How decisive am I when making decisions? Pretty darn decisive. Pretty darn. I know what I want and I go and I get it. Money is the one thing, like how to get money and how to make money and how to not exploit people. That is a place where I am indecisive, but I am working on it. Working on it. Do I trust my intuition and instincts when making decisions? Absolutely. If something gives me a in my tummy, there's my here. Look, I'm wearing a Viking shirt. This action. If something gives me that sensation, I'm probably not gonna go with that decision. Y'all know what I'm saying? Also, like Restream is like blinking at me. I don't know what that is. And then how strong is my willpower? Can I stick to my goals and commitments? Well, you see, this is an interesting thing. I am going to sell the goal getter to you right now because my goal getter method helps you stick to your goals all through the year and work toward your goals. It breaks them into reasonable steps that you can follow every day, right? We break down your big dreams. And it's also how I accomplished certain things that were 10-year goals in 1 year, right? And I hope to this year. I remember last year I was worried because I was pregnant and I didn't make very big goals. And therefore, I haven't really done anything crazy big this year, right? My income has stayed the same. I have, in fact, kept a child alive, but I haven't done any of that. Like, ooh, what's my big 10-year, big, hairy, audacious goal for this year? I didn't do that last year, and so therefore, I didn't accomplish a 10-year goal this year, right? And so I intend to break my own ceilings, as I just put in my caption over on Instagram. So if you are interested in the goal getter, if you are interested in walking through your goals and your dreams and making sure that you actually hit them, feel free to DM me, but it's $35 for the 13 workbooks. It's a year workbook and then 12 monthly workbooks that go along with that. And then also you can, if you're interested, you can sign up for $10 a month. That's a Black Friday only price, $10 a month. From December 2024 to December 2025. The payment will come out on the 1st. We'll set you up. It's going to be $10, okay? And you're going to walk with me in a band app, okay? And we're going to walk together. It's a guided group experience as we follow and proceed through our goals. All right? Hashtag selling. She's doing it. Okay. Continue to be anti-racist, be safe, wear a mask, make good trouble, do good work. I love y'all hardcore. You are loved and lovable, and ain't nobody can change that. Joy is our revolution. Step into it and belong to it. I will see you tomorrow, and I will also see you in Deconstruction Junction in just a couple minutes. Love y'all. Toodles.